I didn't go to my interview today because I didn't have any money, like I told you yesterday. So I couldn't go to my interview.
Okay.
Well, how come you didn't give me travel money?
Because previously to being able to do the travel warrant, you were rude and aggressive, and I terminated the interview.
I was frustrated. I was just frustrated.
Today, I would refund the money when you got here.
But I didn't have any money, so how could you refund it? As I told you yesterday.
You have no friends you could borrow the money off of temporarily for a...
No, I don't have anybody. I told you.
No, you didn't tell me that. I didn't ask
I shouldn't have to tell you.
So did you bring in the documentation about the voluntary training, IT support role that you're doing? Did you bring in the contact details for me?
I'm going to bring it in.
When are you going to do that?
As soon as I can get hold of the details, I'll bring them in.
You attend there every day, don't you?
Huh?
You attend there every day, don't you?
Where?
Well, that's what I mean. The information that you gave me is non-specific, so it says 125 Highgrove Street.
Yeah, well, I have to attend it today, but because I've attended the Jobcentre now, I'll be there later.
Yeah, so you'll be able to pick up some details, a business card or contact number for us to confirm this?
Should do, yeah. Obviously I couldn't do it yesterday, of course. It wasn't
You were there yesterday, but you didn't do it yesterday.
What I'm saying is, I'll be able to get you the details in the near future.
Right. Well, the quicker we can get that sorted out, the quicker we can fill in the voluntary form so that it's perfectly okay that you do that. Yeah, we need to make sure that we're covered, you're covered, that you're actually attending that. Does that make sense? Yeah? Did you bring in your CV?
And why do I need to bring my CV?
Because I requested to see a copy of your CV. You haven't given us permission to look on the Universal Job Match at your applications and your CV. So I need to see a physical copy of your CV. I asked you yesterday, I asked you Thursday of last week.
But my CV is my private information, and
there shouldn't be anything on there that we don't already know, sir. What would be on there that we wouldn't already know? We know your name, your address, your date of birth. What do you think is private?
You don't know all the jobs I've had, or all the places I've worked.
Possibly not.
And I don't have to tell you that either, or show you.
Well,
also, I don't have to show you my CV, and also my CV has been built by a professional, and I'm happy with it, and it's getting me interviews, so I don't see why you need to see it.
Well, it's a requirement of the benefit. I've asked you to bring in a copy of the CV.
Is it a requirement, is it?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think that you having my CV is a requirement.
I've asked you to bring in a copy of your CV. I asked you Thursday of last week, and I asked you again yesterday.
And I told you that I'm not bringing in my CV for you, because I don't feel that it's necessary.
Okay. Can I get you a bit of paper? Will you make a statement to that effect, please?
Huh?
If I get you a piece of paper, will you make a statement to that effect that you don't want to bring in your CV because you don't feel you need to? Or however it is that you...
Give me a piece of paper, I'll make you a statement. Fine. But I want a statement from you as well. Get me to make statements on paper. Jesus, man. So what do you want me to write?
You need to put your name at the top, and you need to say that you don't want to bring in your statement. You said...
What is this going to... So you're going to photocopy this?
That you don't want to... Yeah, I can photocopy it.
And do what with it?
Yeah.
And do what with it?
Excuse me?
And what are you going to do with it?
Well, I've requested that you bring in CV.
I asked the question, what are you going to do with my statement?
I'm going to put it with my paperwork so that I can say, I can confirm that you don't want to bring it in.
Confirm?
Because I've
to
asked
who?
you to the DMA team.
DMA? What's that?
Decision maker.
Why?
Then an official decision maker.
On confirming this statement to a decision maker, what will be the outcome?
Well, they will decide whether or not it's pertinent for me to have...
Pertinent?
Yes.
Explain that. Whether it's pertinent for you to have what?
For me to have copy of your CV or not, whether it's a requirement of benefit or not. Then if they say it's not necessary, you don't need to. And if they say it is necessary, you'll be asked to do it under a mandatory basis.
Mandatory, yeah? Under what mandatory basis could that be?
Well, the decision maker will make that decision and we'll go with that.
Under legislation, perhaps?
Probably.
Is that what you think?
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah?
This will make a definitive answer, won't it?
Okay. Which DMA?
Excuse me?
Which DMA?
Decision-making team is a decision-making team, it's not a particular person.
What department?
Jobcentre Plus. Our department.
Mm.